Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I am going to be doing a budget with me using my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly here with an interchangeable cover, and I'm going to be doing the May monthly budget as well as setting up my pages for the rest of the month's budget. And if you haven't already, take this chance to subscribe to my channel. I post plan with me's, unboxings, budget with me, and mommy type of videos. So if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. And if you enjoy this, like it so that YouTube knows that you love my content and that I know as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be doing it a little bit differently than I did do previously because I'm going to completely walk you through how I plan out my budget without using any pre-planning beforehand or anything like that. And maybe it would be useful for you guys to see that full process. And then if you don't want to see that in the future and you just want to see the nuts and bolts of it, then not a problem. Just let me know down in the comments. But if you like it and you want to continue to see more, go ahead and put that in the comments as well. So this is just my interchangeable cover with Mommy and Holden Smith Taylor. That is my baby girl when she was born, if you haven't seen my channel before. When I ordered this, I did get the upgraded rose gold coils, and I did get the front personalized with my initials in rose gold. And this is a luxe permanent with the in black with the woven wonder on the back. So first thing I'm going to do is flip to April's monthly budget, the monthly calendar view, and I'm gonna use that to apply it to the May monthly calendar. So let me get out these stickers that I'll be using today. I'll be using stickers from a couple of different Etsy shops. So first one is going to be the Shay's Budget Shop, excuse me, which if you've seen my channel before, I use her a lot. And then I'm also going to be using let's see, I just put it down. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to be using these stickers from Sarah Marie Stickers on Etsy and Sarah Marie on YouTube. And these are going to be to set up my sinking funds as well as my cash envelopes. First, let me go ahead and lay down my headers here. Let's see. May 2019. Okay. I love her stickers because they're always really well cut. Okay. Next, I am going to start using these bill stickers, or first I'm going to go ahead and do my paydays because that's the easiest. I know exactly where those are. I do get paid every other Friday, and the next Friday that I get paid is actually going to be on the 10th. And then of course 2 Fridays after that is going to be the 24th. Now, the thing about this month is that I will actually be away from work for a total of 4 weeks because starting on the 18th, I will be out of town and I will be visiting family in Arkansas with my daughter, and it'll be the first time she's on a plane, and that will be from the 18th and coming back on the 30th. And then the 31st is my day to prep, and then I'll actually have drill or my annual training for 2 weeks starting on the 1st. So all that being said, I will have a complete month with no income from my day job, but I won't be getting paid for these 2 weeks, which is the cutoff for the following payday. So not the 31st, but I think it's like the 8th or something like that of June, but I will be away at drill, and I've already set money aside for my taxes earlier this year to cover an entire missed paycheck, so about $800, and other than that, yeah, that's all I can think of. And I get paid, basically I get a full paycheck while I'm out of town, and then yeah, so these two are going to be normal paychecks is basically what I'm saying, but the following paycheck is going to be skewed. But I just felt like that was important to include. I still need to ask and figure out, because on each paycheck I pay out for my health insurance and my retirement, and since I won't be getting a paycheck that following couple weeks, I want to know, do I just pay that out of pocket or what? Let me flip back and forth between April here. So it looks like starting from the first of the month, the first thing, so daycare, like I had said in my last budget with me, is actually going to be completely different, and I will be paying the total amount for the entire month on the first paycheck of each month, and that will cover the whole month versus paying each week, because I did change from employee discount to subsidy. So that will be $258 for the month as a copay, and then $17.50 for the employee discount on the weekly copay. So that being said, I think this time I had decided to go ahead and do that on the 10th, because I am all caught up through this week, and then I can do that on the 10th. So let me go ahead and put down a bill due sticker for that. And you know what? I think I'm going to write on here. And I know last time I did green. I think this time I'm actually going to do black, because it works the best with this. And like always, I'm using my Erin Condren dual tip marker, and it will be in the color black. And you guys, I just ordered my June kits from Shea Budgets, and I am super excited. They look so cute. I love the colors, and I'm going to be able to merge into my petite planner. So super excited and looking forward to that as well. So let me go ahead and fill in. This will be daycare. Normally I write in cursive, but when I have like a small space like this, for some reason, I just have a vibe of knowing when to write in print and when not to. And let me just go ahead and do some quick math here. I do have some scratch paper off to the side. Like I said, I didn't pre-plan this because I wanted to show you guys my entire process. But let's see here. So it's $258 plus $17.50 times 4. Let's see how many weeks are in this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, so approximately plus 78, $328. And these just write so well over top. Super exciting. And they dry down in pretty much immediately. And I do use matte stickers partially for that reason. But if you use glossy, it may work out differently. And I love that these are actually thinner as well than her last stickers. So that is pretty exciting. So whenever I have this payday sticker, I'm going to start by filling in the bottom to the top. But normally I would do top to bottom. Okay, so that's going to be my daycare payment for the entire month. Totally different, super exciting for me. That's a lot less to have to keep up with. And then I also have my insurance and retirement that comes out as well for each paycheck. And I know that I could just write my income with that automatically subtracted, but whenever there are 3 paychecks in a month, that third paycheck is not drawn from. So that's why I write it in anyway. And if that were to ever change, I want to be able to keep that in mind. And now I write insurance instead of health insurance because I don't have, well, the car that I drive is insured, but I don't personally pay for that because I drive my parents' car. So that's $240.12, and I'm going to go ahead and put that twice. The one thing I will say about using Bill Do stickers like this is that if you mess up, you just mess up. You can't really you could put white out, but it would bother me. And then let me go ahead and also put retirement, and that is $10. I could definitely be putting more, but right now I just have a lot of other goals, and I am still relatively young. I'm 22, so once I get all of my debt paid off and start investing, that's when I will start putting more into retirement. And for the military, I also have a 401k-esque thing there. I don't remember what it's called, but I put about $10 into each of those checks. Whoa. There we go. Again, shout out to Shay Budgets on YouTube and on Etsy. She started out as a YouTuber and before she had her Etsy shop, but essentially she just is really an inspiration to me and really helped me along my financial literacy journey. So, now you get to see how easy it is to hold these up because I just put them in the wrong place. Look at that. Perfect. No transfer, nothing. Absolutely love it. Okay, and retirement. I have been considering doing a sinking fund for daycare, seeing as though daycare is now once a month to be paid, but I think what I'm going to do is just take it out of that check, and maybe it'll depend based on what I have going on during that paycheck as far as things that are due. Okay, so we got daycare down. I may fast forward through some of these parts, but basically I'm just going to be flipping back and forth here. And let's see. So iTunes, 99 cents, comes out on the 13th. No, I have to keep remembering to put my marker down in between because otherwise I'll mess around and get pen on the page. I do that almost every single video. It's insane how many times I do that on accident. Let's see. Okay, the 13th. And then I'll just follow it along. My gym fee comes out on the 19th of the month for $21.99. I use Planet Fitness. And that is $21.99. Sorry if that was super loud. I've also started using a mic. Just a lapel mic to do my voiceovers and to just improve the quality of my video audio. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you notice a difference, let me know down in the comments if you like it or not. I'm going to continue to use it regardless, but I'm excited. Okay. And I do have a lot of things that come out toward the end of the month, guys, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Okay, so iTunes again. Vet TV, which I've explained before is basically a donation because I don't watch it anymore, but I like their cause. They support PTSD and veterans, so I feel like that $5 a month isn't worth missing. And last but not least, Pick Monkey, which is actually the 31st of each month, and last month we didn't have 31 days, so it will be on the 31st this time. It is $7.99. I use it for my thumbnails. My student loan payment right now is $30 because I am trying to get that out of default so I can get grant money for school. Vet TV is just $5. And iTunes is $9.99, and that is for my Apple Music. But what I'm thinking about doing is, since I haven't really had time to listen to my Apple Music like that recently, is just going on ahead and canceling that and using that for YouTube Premium instead, because I use that a lot more. But we'll just see how it goes. So iTunes, Vet TV, and student loan are on the 30th. So I guess, I just realized this, it's not a huge deal to me, but these stickers aren't for bills. That's why I didn't have the paid little circle there, but that's okay. I'll just not use them going forward, and I don't have a whole bunch to track with those anyway. Not a huge deal to me anyways, but if you are looking to get that kit, pay attention to it because it may be different. And she has, her kits are pretty consistent, but they do change a little bit each time, and that's a good thing because honestly she just goes through and makes updates, like this having more space, or like I could fit a fourth one here if I needed to. So I like that about it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put Pick Monkey down. Giving a little bit of white space there. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, it looks so naked. I think I might add in when I'm traveling and any potential expenses with that, but let me just double check here. And part of it is because I don't have the daycare sticker for every single week, because that does change. You know what, I think I'm also going to put in, I'm going to go ahead and put in the total amount for daycare here as well, because it is on the first and I want to be able to do that on the first of each month. So I want to keep that in mind. I just started writing how much my insurance was. So sad. $328. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. No one will know. I mean, I will, and I'll notice it every time, but it's okay. Build character. Okay, and let's see, over here on this side, I'm going to use this for kind of like a budget overview. So for this, I'm going to put for total savings. This is going to be credit score. Let's see. This is going to be amount or debt payment, total debt payments. Okay, and so this is how I set up my monthly spread, and how I do that. I actually, let's see, no, I didn't do that as, just double checking my notes over to the side here to make sure that I didn't miss anything new that would have come up as far as me needing to make purchases. And I think that is it. And then if it's not, or I miss it, I will have a line for unbudgeted. And so that is how I set up the monthly spread. If you would like to see how I set up my goal page, go ahead and keep on watching. And I'm just gonna flip right back here. Uh-oh, lost a sticker sheet. And I'm just going to put down my goals sticker here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up because I didn't realize that this line was so close. Again, her stickers come up super easily without any issues. And there was barely any curling. Like, come on. How? Okay, let's put her centered up here. Perfect. And then I'm also going to use this for any variable income as well. I'm going to see kind of how I did April's. I did it pretty much like this, and then I just put down some washi there to do that. Let's see. So goals, she actually gave us some goal stickers here. So we're going to do goal number 1. I'm just going to set this up and fast forward through that for you guys. Great. So this time around, my number one goal is going to be, all right, so Cricut guys, sorry, I will try to do better on that, but that is going to be to get daycare payments on track for the first of the month. And by that I mean get in a place where I can pay this full and total amount on the first of every single month, and so that it's not super variant. Goal number 2 is going to be, let's see. Honestly, I'm not going to force a goal right now. Like I said, I didn't do any pre-planning for this, but basically that's how I would add that. And let's see if I have some washi that I want to use to separate that out. I just have this huge washi case from Michael's or Joann's Fabrics. I can't remember which one, but essentially, oh, I actually have I don't have peach, but I do have either this color or this color. What do we think? Oh, that is not the green I thought it was, so I'm gonna go with black this time. I feel like it balances out the spread a little bit because it all is very lightly colored. One thing that I also have to do, oh, I do have another goal I can write down, and that's to get any type of payment things switched over from my old bank account to my new one, because that's where my direct deposit is heading now. Ever since I moved, it's been a hassle to pull out cash from my cash envelopes, so I did decide to go ahead and make a big girl move and just go ahead and open a new banking account. Don't know why I said it like that, but a new banking account that I have access to. And honestly, it's the same bank that I go and pull the cash, the same partner branch that I go and pull cash from anyway. So it's not super inconvenient or anything, but really excited about that new move. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can be super weird about spacing sometimes, guys. Just, you gotta learn to love it. Okay. And then I'm just going to use the card I always use to cut this washi. I'm getting a lot better at that, guys. I used to be horrid. Ta-da! Okay, and then what I do is I just keep this out because that's what I might use in the future. And then I will just put here in bold font, variable income. There, I think I evened that out. Perfect. And just to make it fun, I'm just gonna kind of go around it like this, because why not? Awesome. So that is that all done. And in case you don't have one of these, the quote is, for this month is, nurture your mind with great thoughts. And now using this, I am going to set up my monthly, which will be on this first page here. You know what, I can actually Do you like this? Let's see here. There we go. Does anybody else turn theirs upside down to do this? Because I for sure do every time, without fail. I've seen some other people do it too, but there we go. Just looks so pretty with the Erin Condren color. And normally what I did before, as you could see for April, I actually covered up part of the flag, and I don't have to do that this time. And this is a lot thinner, which is super exciting. I think part of it is because I ordered the Erin Condren version versus the Happy Planner, because the Happy Planner notes have a lot more space up there at the top. But I'm going to go ahead and put in this first category. So it looks like I'm going to be using, for the monthly, I'm going to be using my income, budgeted, actual. Oh, she changed it. Oh, that's super freaking exciting. Oh, because I always end up writing in on my own the budgeted and actual, and then whiting out is just too much, and she actually fixed that, so that's super freaking exciting. Not that I'm obsessive about it or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and line her up, and then I can just put all the dates in this open column here. Perfect. And then I can start filling in based on the dates. So the first thing I have for this month is going to be on, I think it's so crazy I don't have any bills like this time. It's because they're totally loaded up at the end of the month, which I'm not going to backlog it here, but I already have it allotted with the last paycheck, so I'm not going to waste a bunch of stickers doing that, although I have plenty if I wanted to, as you can see. And let's see here. This video is getting kind of long, I know, guys. I think what I'm going to end up doing is splitting up the setup for this, but this actually won't take that long, so I think I'll just go ahead and add it at the end, and I'll put timestamps down in the description box for each of the items for what you want to see. So we have income, budgeted, actual there, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the dates first. Make sure I do that consistently in the thin. Let's see, so payday on the 10th and the 24th. And then I'm going to put a star here because this is going to be other, or my variable income. And income is going to be paycheck number 1. Paycheck number 2, and other. So for other / variable, I'm always going to go with 0 as the dollar amount for budgeted. And then I'll leave the actual there, and then the budgeted amount for paycheck number 1 and 2. I usually do about 800, but I know for paycheck number 1 it's going to be slightly off because I was sick last Monday, and then this Friday I'll be gone for drill. So it's gonna be, I'm just gonna shoot for about $100 less because I still have some additional hours that I will be working this week to try to balance it out. But with all of that being said, I'm just gonna go for $700 budgeted in this check. So this one's gonna be a pretty tight squeeze, but I think I can make that happen. And then for paycheck number 2, this is going to be a full paycheck, so I'm gonna go ahead and budget the $800. So that is budgeted out. And then next I'm going to put down the bills and expenses washi. Guys, I can't say enough how excited I am that she fixed that. It's like speaking to my soul, guys. I always forget to add a totals line, and it's really something that I want to know. So I'm just gonna put totals here. And this would be, quick math, $1,500. Yeah, $1,500 for the entire 4 weeks. Super exciting, I know. Okay, now I can put this in. I was like, I feel like I missed. I feel like that's a tiny bit off, but I can live with it. Okay. Next, I have the actual bills and expenses. So the first one, of course, is going to be on the 5/10. Retirement, insurance, and daycare are all on that date. And I'm going to be able to notate a little bit more specific here because it doesn't take up as much space. And so I'm just going to fill in these totals. Retirement, budgeting $10. $240.12. And this was $328. Now you could always do just this step that I'm doing now, but I use the monthly view just to make it easier on my brain because it's easy for me to miss things here when I do it that way. If I were to do just that part first. And then iTunes on the 13th. For 99 cents. Perfect. And I'm not going to put an unbudgeted there, but I am actually going to go ahead and do a Yep, I'm going to also put in my sinking funds and cash envelope. Okay, the next is going to be on, I stand corrected. Planet Fitness as well is coming out. And that is going to be for $21.99. This is why I do that, because I almost missed it altogether. Okay. Now, retirement insurance on the 24th. I'm actually writing pretty straight, guys. Super proud. And so this is going to be $10 again, and again $240.12. Following that is going to be the iTunes, Vet TV, and student loan on the 30th. And iTunes is $9.99. Vet TV is $5 even. And my student loan is $30 even. And then I believe PicMonkey is the 31st. For $7.99. And then the first is daycare again. And so a part of my goal of getting on track for that to happen once a month, or essentially every other paycheck, is having to do it out of 2 paychecks in a row this time around. But that's okay because I will be out of town, and though I won't be working, I've already set aside those funds, like I said, for that trip. So if I need to allot some of those to this, that is fine, because my amount of expenses will be down, seeing as I'm on vacation. I know it seems a little backwards, but I'm going to visit family, so that'll be okay. And so like my sinking funds and cash envelopes and stuff like that are going to be completely different than what they would be if I were here at home. So then again, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of line items for the sinking funds and cash envelopes. And just so you know, the way that I am able to tell that I don't have anything else that needs to come out of this check is because I look at when I would get paid next, which would be on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. And then if I look here, I don't have any recurring bills or anything that would fall on those dates, so I'm okay, and I don't need to add anything moving forward at this time. That's how I'm able to tell about that. So let's go ahead and add those line items, and that's going to be for the 24th. The reason I put them down here is because I want them to be kind of separated and consistent between the 2 paychecks, and less so kind of scattered, if that makes sense. I kind of use that to separate them. So sinking funds, and I did leave these blank first because what I'm going to do is calculate my totals for each of these paychecks, and then find out what is left over, and that's how much I'm going to kind of mentally decide is going to go approximately in there. And then let me go ahead and do an unbudgeted line item. In which case I will automatically budget $0. So let me go ahead and do the math on this because I am using my phone currently, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, I am back, and I did go ahead and pop a post-it note on here with my totals. So this is how much I would have remaining from my budgeted check amount to go toward cash envelopes and or sinking funds. And so for these amounts, they are smaller again because of that large $328 daycare payment to kind of catch up to be ahead for a lesser amount than what I would normally be paying, which is the $105 per week as an employee. So it seems kind of backwards, but you know, it is what it is. I just want to get it done. So anyways, instead of procrastinating, I will go ahead and take care of that. So out of the $98.90, normally I would pull out I guess I could kind of look at my sinking funds from before. I'm actually just going to pull them out in my notebook here. I do have a new set of sinking funds, or new sinking fund categories, excuse me. Basically, I'm just going to use my necessities for this. So pretty much going to put 50 in the gas tank, and the remaining goes to Holden. And any food I would need to purchase is going to be through the EBT card, and I pretty much have ordered whatever I need for June as far as YouTube goes, in accordance with the like stickers that I use for my monthly spreads and my budgeting basically have already been purchased, so I don't have to worry about having a YouTube category there. And my sinking funds are basically on hold anyway because I'll explain more later, but basically I'm going to be starting my debt-free journey and applying all of my additional funds and go gazillion tenths, I think is what they call it, for paying off debt. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. Basically, these are what I'm going to apply that to. And again, it doesn't have to be exact because I'm just doing a rough estimate so that I can put in how much I want to budget. So since both of these are cash envelopes, I'm going to be putting $98.90 budgeted. And you can see here how I almost forgot about this Planet Fitness as well, which is why I specifically put cash envelopes and sinking funds at the end of each paycheck. And then that leaves $0 for my sinking funds. And I do an every dollar budget, or really every penny budget, to know exactly where I want everything to go. If I was doing savings right now, that would be included. But right now, my biggest goal and priority is to get that daycare caught up. And that means for the second one, I have $168.90. Now, for this paycheck, as we know, I am going to be out of town when I receive that paycheck. And I'm trying to think, I don't need gas money for that. Point blank period. I don't have to pay for any luggage on the flights because I'll have my military ID and I'm flying United. American Airlines. And pretty much with family, so I don't really have to pay for much. I may just roll over this $168.90. Or I think what I'm going to end up doing is actually using $100 for allowance and $50 for YouTube, and roll the rest over. that's what I'm going to do for now. And again, I'm going to stop splitting hairs, seeing as this is, again, just the budgeted. I can change my mind later when I actually get my paycheck. But it looks like I'm going to, again, put $168.90 into my cash envelopes and nothing to my sinking funds. Only thing I would really use my sinking funds for, like I said previously, was for clothes, and I've already purchased enough to get me through for a little while, so I think I'm good to go on that. So I've finished using this. I'm going to put this to the side, and now I'm going to use this decorative washi that she has included, the decorative thin washi. Oh, it's starting to rain outside. I don't know if you can hear that, but I hope it's relaxing to you guys, because it's definitely relaxing for me. It's been super rainy this week. I mean, better than snow, which we did get. Oh, so sad. It's neither here nor there, though. Let's see. I'm just going to put this down here. I may decide to take that up here in a second, because I didn't plan out at all what I wanted to do underneath here. I do know that I want my totals for the month here, and then that's what I want to do, my rollover, or yeah, like the difference of the rollover down here at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my totals line. And rollover. Let's see here. So let me do this math real quick, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back, and I went ahead and filled in the $1,500, which matched my budgeted up here, which is what it was supposed to do, and then that makes my budgeted rollover $0. And of course, if I carry anything over to the next month, I will put that in my actual column. And I just added this dotted line here so that it would make my math easier, because I was trying to do my math and it was coming out wrong a couple of times. So all that being said, that is how I set up my main budget. I'm honestly, I don't normally put the lines, but if everything came out like it was supposed to this time, I may add them. And it's definitely the last thing I do. And I only add them if everything is lined up exactly how I wanted them to. And that's because it will stress me out if my lines end up being too long or too short, or anything is left out, etc. So I can go ahead and add that line there. And of course I want these lines to line up all the way down. And I'm just lining up the bottom of the ruler with one of the lines, and then just checking to make sure that that's straight before I add anything else. And then my last one in here, I can actually go ahead and line this up and do the width of the ruler. I guess if that's a hack, or I guess if you want to call it that, but only if that's the amount of space you need. Perfect. Okay. And I'm not gonna do the dates, those are just there for, I guess, reference, but that is perfectly fine. I don't feel the need to box it in or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the headers down for my expense tracker, and the paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching all this. I know it was a longer video, but I won't be doing them all like this. I just kind of wanted to show you my process for when I am doing this, and kind of how I pre-plan, except I would just use a notes page from my TN, but I wanted to show you guys everything cover to cover. So this is just a quick flip through of what I have done. Again, the kits I am using are from Sarah Marie Stickers in the 8.5 by 11 and the Shea Budgets shop on Etsy as well. And if you want to do get any of these, I have them linked down below, as well as just directly to their shop, so you can look at their June items. And if I just flip back here to the notes pages, which is where I keep my additional budgeting items, this is the top half of my cash envelopes and sinking fund page that will be filled out at a later time. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please take this moment to subscribe to my channel. Tell me how you like this version of the video. Do you want me to do something like similar like this in the future, or do you prefer just the quick and dirty rundown from each paycheck to paycheck budget? I will be going over my budget for paycheck 1 and paycheck 2 still, but with all that being said, please like this video so that YouTube knows that you love my content. And as I always say, I will catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.